Good evening, you guys. I'm gonna give here, guys, give you guys an actual reaction. You see the title, you know exactly who we're speaking about. We're speaking about Miss Peach McIntyre. First of all, Peach, you're to the point where you go to another platform, which is Instagram. You're basically telling people that they need to stop stealing your videos. Not true enough, you might be right about saying that, but here's the thing, Peach. You are a influencer slash a content creator. If you're to the point where you have enough balls, yes, I said enough balls to actually get on this World Wide Web and basically tell us your business about your said husband, you should not get mad when an actual site, anybody on Instagram actually speaks on your actual relationship. You to the point where you tell people about your business, that opens them up to get in your business. Now you went and did a particular video where you basically was showing your husband laying down, saying that you were mad because he did not take the children to camp. If he did do that, we didn't need to see that. And I'm gonna tell you why. Whatever goes on in your household as far as your husband, daddy, as you call him, you got to keep that to yourself because it's obvious that everything that you're going through, you're playing it out in front of us, and you get mad when we have an opinion about it. And you was 38 hot, as you say back in the day, about them actually putting up the video. They have every right to put that video up because they're basically showcasing what you actually put out there. You see what I'm saying? They're not stealing nothing from you and they're not taking nothing from your pockets. You just got mad because you saw what you put out there and it made you look like a fool. A fool. You are to the point where you want to feel like people should feel sorry for you because you to the point where you don't want to, in other words, you don't want to keep being the breadwinner for when it comes to your husband. You signed up for this, just like you signed up to be a mother. You should be glad that you got a man that will even tolerate you. And I'm gonna tell you why. Peach, I have to be the one to say it. Girl, you are trash. You can dress up trash, but at the end of the day, it's still trash. I'm not gonna take it back. You are a mother of 7 children. Count them, 7 children. You got a son that's in the NICU. You to the point where you worried about what social media is saying we should be bonding with your child. You already said that the man basically trying to paint the picture of the man is sorry that he didn't want to take your children to camp. You have spent all these bukus of money. Every time you get on the internet, you talk about what you spent, what you gonna spend, and then the fact that you was taking all that stuff out of the closet and showing people shows us that not only are you hurt, but most important, you want validation. You want us to say, "Nah, Peach, don't divorce him, stay with him." This is a classic storyline you do every year. You don't skip a year. If you want to be with the man, stay with him. If you don't. It is your life at the end of the day. But what I have a problem with is where you get mad because that particular site, I'm not gonna say who it was, took your video and everybody had a actual opinion about it. If they saw your video, then it's to the point where you can do whatever you feel like you need to do because you got on there and said you was gonna do it because that's how you operate. You see what I'm saying? In your mind, you feel like you running the YouTube, Instagram, or wherever else. You could be you getting the views. I'm not gonna say that I'm not a hater, but bad publicity is better than no publicity. You see what I'm saying? When people get to the point where they ain't talking about you, then what you gonna do? Because most of the time, people are talking about you. They're not with you. Now, another person got mad with me because I said you was a scammer. I ain't taking it back. I'm gonna tell you why. Peach sell information that you can find on the internet. Nothing wrong with teaching classes. That's not what I'm getting at. Everything that she's teaching you in those classes, you can find it on the World Wide Web. She wants to paint this persona that she can give you a big bag and a big bag. No, ma'am. Peach ain't finna do nothing but sell those ebooks and sell those dreams to people to try to get them to actually send money to make sure that her and the kids do what they need to do, and that's do a lot of shopping, buying wood what he need, making sure he's straight. But here's the kicker, man. Let me tell you something. If you decide one day to actually divorce this man, you better make sure that's what you want to do. And if that's what you want to do, the internet didn't even need to do it. When you came back on the camera and announced that you should have been a divorced woman. You want clout, you want validation, and most importantly, you want to be important. Not saying you're not, but in other words, what you got going on is a disease. I'm gonna tell you why. You want to be famous by any means necessary, and that's not a good thing. You got a decent channel. I ain't knocking that, and I ain't gonna ever say that. That's why I made this video. You tried it. People were getting this to the point where people was giving their opinions and they was tearing them up in the comments. Like I told people, don't come for the peach patch, because once you do, it's a wrap. It's a lot of people that love Miss Peaches, honey. But I suggested I ain't gonna take it back. If you to the point that YouTube or whatever platform you on is getting to you, you might want to take a step back. You would think with you just having a child, you would want to bond with your kid. You wouldn't have time to be trying to be low down and dirty to people and retaliate, because that's what you be doing when you actually be copywriting people, doing this and doing that. You see what I'm saying? You want the people you tit for tat. You think your content top tier, that it can't be touched, can't nobody comment on it, can't nobody say nothing. This is the internet. If you got you don't have thick skin, this ain't what type of stuff you need to be doing. You said you got on there on Facebook and said that this is your actual source of income. This is how you feed your family. Well, act like it. Stop trying to make your husband look bad when he actually is helping you. Yeah, he helping you. That man be on there doing stuff that some people husband wouldn't even think of doing. And it's sad that you got mad and got in your feelings. I know this what happened. You got in your feelings, you postpartum, and decided you want to make a video. Now this site on Instagram got their hands on it, you mad. See, the thing about Instagram, it's totally different from actual YouTube. See, that would have worked on YouTube. They probably would have took the channel down, struck it, or have it go. But Instagram is a whole nother animal. It ain't easy to get stuff taken down over there. Do you know how many people videos get shared on the Shade Room and all these places? And it just stay there and go viral. See, it's one thing where you ran your mouth and now you're viral. That's what you wanted. So why you mad because some people put it up there? They just basically gave you some more views. If people rock with you, they're gonna rock with you. You put it out there, so don't get mad because somebody else took it. You get up there every day talking about everything but their divorce. Everybody's like, well, why are people getting mad because she's sharing her life and telling us how she feels? No, we're not mad, dear, about how her sharing her life. We are mad at the fact that she think people can't have an opinion. Now, you got every right to feel like how you feel about them as your words, not mine, still in your video. But what made me look at you and give you the side eye? Your baby's in the NICU. You should have made no video about that. And that wasn't even the time. You're supposed to be bonding with your child. It's bad enough when I got to go down Beyonce internet and get on Instagram and I got to see your breast out while you feeding your baby. Nobody needs to see that. If you're to the point you have to breastfeed your baby, that's okay. But you showed us your nipple with the milk coming out of there. And people caption talking about, oh, yeah. Sometimes I want to give them that. Listen, everything ain't for the internet. I say it again, everything is not for the internet. Just like you didn't have to position yourself over your husband and tell people that he was sleeping and that he didn't take the kids to day count, and then make sure you insert how much you paid. Who cares? Who cares? The main people that you blocking, a lot of times the reason why you got not only the little clout you got, the shadow you got, and the LCM bags that you was taking to actually take back or get money back, they how you getting it. Because they didn't watch or give you a view, then how you think your child would flourish, how you would get money. See, that little thing that flap around in your mouth, it a lot of time was knock your blessing. See, you pretty much where you need to be, but if you keep on with the mess, after a while, you ain't gonna be there. People can unsubscribe from you and stop messing with you and stop rocking with you, and your channel would take a nosedive. I've seen it happen. A lot of people views is in the toilet right now. I ain't gonna name drop and say channels, but some channels that views is in the toilet that got better content than you. But you better be glad that you got the peach patch, and most importantly, that you got decent content. That's what people want to see. Don't be mad. Just take an L for putting your husband out there, making him look like a fool, when we all know that you gonna stay with Wood. You ain't going nowhere. Who gonna fool with you? Who gonna deal with you, Peach? You go out in public looking a fool. You claim you got a big bag, big break. I can't tell you. You go out there looking a straight fool in public, making yourself look like an idiot, and most importantly, try to make your husband look bad. Do you know how many women are patiently waiting for you to divorce that man so they can scoop him up? See, let that sizzle in your spirit. Just keep talking about that man and keep painting that man in a negative light. One day he might walk in there and tell you he don't want you. Then what you gonna do? You gonna boo-hoo and cry like you always do on the internet, except this time it's gonna be real. You see what I'm saying? When you know what done got real. I ain't gonna curse. Yeah, it can get real. The tables can turn. See, think about it. See, Wood got something he had in the beginning. He got a follower, and he also got a platform that you gave him. If you divorce that man 9 times out of 10, you're gonna have to pay him alimony. You ain't think about that, did you? You ain't think about that, did you, man? Most of that stuff that you got is tied to you. It's so bad that you write the captions for a lot of that stuff you do on Facebook. I can read the caption and tell that you be done wrote it. Girl, you need to take a break from social media. The checks ain't gonna be no different. It ain't gonna be no better or no different if you take a break. You got a whole child in the NICU. You should be focused on that. Nothing wrong with you actually breastfeeding your child, but we don't need to see your breasts. I ain't even need to see that when I went down the timeline. But guess what? You're gonna make sure we see it. You definitely have been rumored to do that on your actual classes that you do for people. You do stuff like that. Quit being a ghetto bird. If you were smart, you would tap back into what you know, and that's actually being an entrepreneur or selling houses. You got a real estate license, so why are you out here basically panhandling on the internet and lying to your people trying to get views? You that desperate for fame? See, fame is a drug. And the fact that you, in other words, what you do to get a lot of times will bring you out of character. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing wrong with you getting mad because people stealing your videos. I'll be the first one to say you got every right to feel like that because you feel like your content is top tier. But the particular people that got your video and showed it, all they're gonna do is bring you views. A lot of people already follow you on Instagram. That's how you get your reels and stuff. That's how you get paid. You on 3 different platforms that I know of, and I think you still on TikTok. So what you mad about? What is going? It's gonna make your money stop? I know what it was. You felt like a fool because you tried to make him look like a fool. Stop putting your business on the internet. If that man went out there and made 12 babies, we didn't need to know about it. Any fool can see that Wood is there for the children. He is not there because he happy. That says a lot. He there for the kids. That man might not reach the point that he don't want to be with you. I'm not saying that, but that's his main focus. He there about for kids. He's not there because you such this beautiful wife. You just, you got it all together. You this, you that. He there because of the kids. I could say he was there for the money. If I said that, I'd be lying. Because it ain't about the money. He was there before you made it. See, you didn't think about that little tidbit, did you? I followed you ever since you used to ride that bicycle coming down in Florida. You was more humble then than you are now. Then you keep telling folks that people is jealous of you and we want to see you go back to the struggle life. No, ma'am. I don't want to see nobody go through the struggle life, but I tell you what I don't want to see is a person that make it and then forget where they came from. You understand what I'm saying? You got 7 children. Say it with me. 7 children. You ain't got no business being on Beyonce internet making your husband look like a fool. But guess what? You do it. When I scrolled down and seen them folks that took your video, baby, I laughed so hard I cried. I said, the tables and turn. Now you're going to sit yourself down somewhere. You see what I'm saying? With them baby shark teeth. Yeah, I said it, baby shark teeth. Every time you get on that show, them baby shark teeth, you finna come up with a lie, you finna cry. It's just a basic storyline, and you should be an actress at this point. Any fool know you ain't finna, 2 things ain't finna happen. You ain't finna divorce Wood, and you ain't gonna stop making content. So what is the problem, ma'am? Nobody did anything wrong by actually showcasing that video. You know how many influencers and people that actually get videos and stuff made on them, and they actually get money behind it? They didn't alter that video. They ain't say nothing wrong. Somebody put in the caption that imagine saying your husband is a bum. No, I'm lying. Basically, what they said was imagine your baby daddy not taking the kids to daycare and you go file for divorce. And they had the crying emoji. The people that put your video up there, they ain't do that. They put a comment up there and they actually highlighted it. You got mad. And you got on there with your beats on your ear, holding your baby, somebody you making copyright things or whatever you said. But girl, let me tell you something. Whatever evil spirit you got going, you need to get counseling for it. I know what it is. It's your hormones. You know, Wood one there. You had to get your mom in there. You embarrassed, girl. But what you need to realize, you did it to yourself. Whatever that man ain't doing or is doing, you laid down and had another baby. So apparently you like it. You keep letting him shoot the club up, so why you mad? Don't be mad. Do better. I've seen plenty of women like you sit there and talk about the man, bash the man. A lot of times the man don't even be doing half of what they saying. But don't get it twisted. Don't ever think that I'm taking sides on this. That's not what I'm doing. I'm reacting on what I see. Peach is not a bad lady as far as content, but I don't like some of the stuff she do. But hey, that's between her. But all I gotta tell her is you need to press on and quit trying to make your man look stupid on the internet. Do you know how many women waiting for you to divorce her for real so they can get him? Did you hear what I had said when I had said it? They will swoop that man up so bad, you'll be banging on the door trying to get him out of there. But in your mind, you feel like you secured the bag, you got it going on, he ain't going nowhere. Don't ever think that you can't in other words, I'm jumping my words up because I'm trying to make sure I say the right thing. In other words, don't ever feel like you got your man on the string. A lady told me that. In other words, what you did to get him, you have to do it to keep him. You come out looking a fool sometimes. You right now, your lace front need to be reapplied. You got all this money that you showing on the internet. They try to show people that you pawned all the stuff you gave him, but yet you ain't taking that money and doing nothing with it. You sitting up here right now, don't own a home. That's a problem. You are renting the house you stay in. So tell me why you feel like you superior to everybody else. Girl, get your life. Renting a home is not a flex, especially when you always bragging and showing all this money you got. The quiet is kept. I can go and say that because even though I'm an accountant by trade, school, whatever you want to call it. If you were smart, that money that you spent on them two cars, you could have bought your home cash. You could have bought your home cash. You brag about how much you make on Facebook and Instagram like a dummy. You shouldn't tell a person what you make, even if they was holding. In other words, trying to make you tell them. You keep your money private, and most important, you keep your marriage private. You already showing us a day in the life most of the time. So why you got to make that man look bad on the internet and then get mad when the table turn on you? Because that's basically what happened. You look a fool, you sound a fool, and you pretty much is a fool. But in the day, you know you live and you learn. But you got baby number 7 for this man, so I'm gonna need you to either, as my grandma used to say, shit or get off the pot. Cause we already know you finna stay with that man. You not going nowhere, girl. Where you going? Who else gonna fool with you, acting like the way you do? Every man ain't obsessed with money. You see what I'm saying? See, in your mind, you feel like because you got money, that wood ain't going nowhere. He gonna do whatever you tell him to do. He gonna this, that, blase this. Most of the videos that he made look like he be doing all the cooking and cleaning. You basically just sitting on your behind, complaining, or you making content, which that's what you should be doing. Is that wrong with sitting on your behind if you got a man that's willing to take the slack? You don't never know, that man might have been tired himself. You ever thought about that? Nah, you don't think about that. All you think about is doing what you do, and everything that you do is right, but what everybody else do is wrong. Ain't nothing wrong being a content creator. I'm actually glad for you. I'm happy for you. I hope you get double subscribers. But you're gonna need to check yourself, and most important, you have to check your little ego at the door. You see what I'm saying? Because I follow you on Facebook because I got a Facebook page myself. I'm a content creator myself. But the difference between me and you is I don't take it serious like that because I go to work. See, work is okay because at the end of the day, that's an extra stream of income. You can't depend on Facebook and YouTube. You can be a full-time YouTuber if that's what you want to do, but you got to go. You got to deal with what comes with it. And see, Pete, you ain't ready for Facebook. Facebook a whole nother animal. Yeah, I said a whole nother animal. They ain't like YouTube. YouTube, you can come over here and lie to these people, scam these folks, get in your community posts, tell these folks the sky red, they'll believe it. No. Your peach patch is basically just what it is, peach patch, and they not to the point. They believe everything you tell them. They don't care. And they will eat you up in the comments if you said something about you. Your mama even got on there and got into it, talking about she was gonna defend you. There's nothing wrong with defending your daughter, but you need to check your daughter too. Your daughter ain't got no business making her husband look bad on the World Wide Web. It's not necessary. She already got a following. So why you keep trying to make that man look bad? If you fed up, go down to get you a divorce. You say you got a big bag, a big bank. Won't you get you an attorney and divorce the man? Guess what? You ain't. You just use it as a storyline, and most importantly, you want sympathy. You got on there crying and doing the most about what he ain't doing. Let's talk about what that man is doing. Cause he was doing everything you didn't want so bad, you would have went and got pregnant with child number 7. And here's the beauty of it. You finna get pregnant with child number 10 by the time it's over with. You ain't done having babies. You gonna have another baby for him. You just gonna wait for that little hoo-ha you got to heal up. You gonna go and slip. He gonna slip in there and give you another one. Yeah, you gonna have a number eight is around the corner. Watch what I tell you. You gonna get on there with this little story loud about the baby, this and that is wrong with the child. That's what I ain't like about you. That's why for a while I stopped watching you. You got on there and talking about how something was wrong with the baby before this baby. Because I don't talk about children. That's why I said the baby before the one you just had. When you did that, it disgusted me. I said this girl would do anything for a click and a view. A click and a view. You got you got the subscribers, and girl, you got the clout, and most important, you in the algorithm. So why is you doing stuff that ain't even what you ought to do? I ain't to the point that I'm so afraid of you. I'm just the point gonna tell you, and I'm gonna tell you what my grandma told me. When you have these babies out here, you need to have some sense with it. I'm gonna break it down, which because you act like you 15 years old, you got pregnant, you don't know no better. You out here doing talking about you copywriting people. You need to get in the house. You just had a baby before you have a setback. You heard what I had said to you, a setback. That means you be in the house, you got headaches, and you be a hot mess. Your little hoo-ha ain't even really healed up the way it needs to. And you out here starting trouble. Yeah, you starting trouble. You shouldn't be nowhere further than your house and the NICU. I ain't gonna tell a grown woman what to do, but that's what you need to do, ma'am. You should be trying to sit down and make sure your body get healed properly. You ain't trying to do that. You obsessed with trying to keep the internet buzzing about you. Baby, the internet will be there when you come back. But I tell you what won't be there. You, if you keep doing what you're doing. A setback ain't nothing to play with. Another content creator whose channel that I follow, I ain't gonna name drop. She said she had three. When she said that, I felt that because at the end of the day, I've never had a C-section, but I've heard about it. It is no joke. You sit there and had a C-section, and you out here like you ain't one pregnant at all. That's just how you just popping out, like you got a hot girl summer going or something. Then somebody laid your lace front is lifted already. You done hooped and hollered and did the most to your roof, then lifted up on the ceiling. You see what I'm saying? You look a fool, you sound a fool, and you is a fool. I'ma say it because ain't nobody else gonna say it. But at the end of the day, Peach, just like I told somebody else in the comments, they dragging you for filth over here. Then where they drag you the most on YouTube. See, on Facebook, you go over there, 'cause a lot of folks, they do what they call the amen corner over there. Your peach patch, they tell people up in the comments. But if one tell me up in the comments, I got to come back. When she come with one, I got about 12. Because I told somebody in the comments, I said, yeah, she need to go on and get off of here and go and do her divorce. I said what I said, and I ain't going to take it back. I meant what I said. If you going to divorce the man, do it. Either shit or get off the pot. The lawyer office ain't on Instagram. The lawyer office is somewhere in Florida. Take your pick. You go down there and file, just like you file copyrighted friend, you go down there and file for divorce. What's the problem? You don't know the way? You don't know the way? I know the way. You want me to Google it for you? See, you think it's something to play with right here talking about that man, and you got big mad because somebody reposted the video. They didn't steal it, ma'am. See, you so big about telling my folks stealing your content like your content top tier. It's okay. It ain't top tier. You see what I'm saying? Some of the reels you do on Instagram, you got to follow it, so therefore people going to engage and they going to do what they do over there. You see what I'm saying? The peach patch ain't going nowhere. Meaning that I can say whatever I want to say about you. They ain't going to make the peach patch change their mind about you, because at the end of the day, if you tell them to send you a $200, they going to do it, and they ain't going to question it. But if a person get on the internet and actually need it, they're going to ask all kind of questions. I sat back and watched you ask these people for $1 to get you a house. Next thing you know, you were moving in your house. You know how many people sent you money on your cash out? So I said what I said. You scamming like a mofo. Yeah, scamming. So keep on scamming these people and doing what you're doing. But if you are to the point where you want to keep that peach patch, you better get it together, ma'am. You heard what I said, Peach? Get it together. Because just as sure as you hot today, you could be cold tomorrow, ma'am. Yeah, you could be cold tomorrow. But the only thing about you that I can't respect you is a hustler and you take care of your children. Now I said that about you. Your pantry be stocked, baby. Your children ain't one for nothing. But what I tell you better do, if you smart, is buy you a home and get your life, ma'am. Because renting a home is not a flex. When you keep bragging, talking about you got a big bag and big bank. That house you staying in, you renting it. You don't own nothing over there. You rent it, ma'am. Buy you a home, and then I'll take you serious. How you a whole realtor and don't own a home? How does that work? You got a real estate license. You don't even use it. You rather sit on here and tell the internet all your business when you could be a realtor. Do you know how big and popping you could be in the state of Florida as a realtor? You know how much commission you would get? You started out showing us different places. That's how I really started watching you. When I saw you on that bicycle and you were struggling, trying to get our food stamps, the folks had told the folks about how you was on food stamps and they took them away. And you cried like a baby like you doing now. And that next thing I know, look up, you was pregnant. Yeah, Wood had popped one in your den. What you say, you call him daddy. But if you smart, you better stop talking about daddy, because just how daddy came, daddy can leave. And see, I don't want your man because I got a man. I ain't pressed for a man. Like I had said, you can get a man, but can't get a piece of bread. But you better hold on to that man. You need to stop trying to talk about that man in your YouTube streak, because baby, don't nobody care. The people on Facebook definitely don't care. They're eating it up. When I say eating it up, they talking about you like a dog. And you big mad. I know you is. I'd be big mad too if I post something about my man and I had to go and retract it. But the difference between me and you is I wouldn't even be trying to talk about my man on the internet. Do you know how many women waiting and waiting in the woods, waiting on Wood to be single? Do you hear what I had said? They waiting on you to divorce that man so they can swoop him right on up. Ain't gonna be bold enough to post a picture. See, just because you think you got what it takes to keep that man, you better do what you can to keep that man. You better hold on to him. Because it look like you got a pretty decent man. I ain't going to say he all of that and he this and that and he do everything. But for what I can see, he keep that house clean, he cook and he do the most. And it ain't for content, it ain't fake and force. You see what I'm saying? He'll with you when you ain't had nothing. You don't remember that, do you? You don't remember when Wood was with you when you had nothing. He used to take them cheering around while you sit there and hold the camera. See, you don't want me to take you down memory lane, but I will. I'll take you right on down memory lane. So with that being said, ma'am, you better take whatever device you got and log off of it. You heard I said log off. Take a break, a mental break. Because obviously you are breaking down in front of us and ain't got nothing to do with your husband. You are suffering postpartum distress right now. You got PTSD. I ain't no doctor, but I know because I had it myself. You need to go and seek help. And you need to do it now. If you were smart, you would take some time off, it ain't number of the week, and get your life. And that means love on your baby and go back and forth and go home, and that's it. You need to take a break from social media too, but you ain't gonna do it. You know why? Because I just got a notification you live on Facebook now. You live and in color over there. But I ain't gonna go over there because at the end of the day, I already know what you're talking about. You coming up with another lie scheme. You telling us why you doing what you doing. Girl, if you gotta validate everything you do, then girl, don't do it. If I go out there and slap somebody in the face, I don't need nobody to validate. I don't need nobody to tell me, hey, you supposed to do that, you don't supposed to do that. But I tell you one thing I ain't finna do, whether I become famous on YouTube or not, or I just famous period, or just a regular schmegular person, ain't nobody finna ever know what's going on with me and my man, because I ain't gonna tell them. See, your mama should have taught you that. You keep your business at home. You don't put everything on the internet because everything ain't for the internet. Even if he didn't take them children to school, you should not have showed that man sleeping, saying that he didn't take the children to school. Just like somebody kept saying, what happened to your nanny? I'll tell y'all what happened to the nanny. She didn't need the nanny no more, and she probably wasn't paying the nanny. Not saying she couldn't afford to. She realized that was not a necessity. She really got that nanny to try to fake for number one, and most importantly, try to throw it in our face. That's what she do. That's why she made that video showing us that she was taking the MCM bag back in the travel bag he got. Ma'am, if you got to take it back and get the money back, that say a lot about you. Let that man have that stuff. He needed to put on his back. He got to be fresh to death. He got to look good. He got to stand beside you. You see what I'm saying? He be fresh to death, and you be standing there looking basic. Because that's what you are. You are basic. I will tell you that, and guess what? I ain't going to take it back. Ain't no more be a basic. A lot of times, basic is okay for certain men. It's obvious that he ain't got a problem with how you do. When you come out there with your natural hair, he don't say nothing. He just do him. He just smile and smirk. A lot of people saying they thought that he was actually slow. I don't know if the man's slow, but I tell you one thing, I can say that because I got a man, and I want to leave my man for nothing. He ain't bad on the eyes. So what they tell you? Just to show he got with you, he get with somebody else. Baby, you in the great state of Florida. You know how many how many sugar babies down there and how many snow bunnies or whatever you want to call it down there in Florida scoop that man up. It's some women on Facebook wanting right now. They be all in his comments when he be posted. But see, the only thing about it, they don't realize is that he probably don't even read the comments because you controlling his page. That's why you be writing the captions. You write everything over there for Wood. Wood don't do nothing but put the content out there. You be over there controlling that page. A lot of times you the one that actually edit this stuff. I know it's you because you have a certain caption. I said, Wood, I'm lying. Wood must be talking about me. Strike that from the record. But anyway, Wood actually puts the content out there, but he don't edit those videos. You do. You control most of that narrative over there. But that man at least got enough sense to put out content. He even get in the videos with you because sometimes y'all do shopping hauls. I like your shopping haul. They be top tier. You be out there shopping for the children. I love that. I eat it up. But girl, stop getting mad because people got your videos and quit making a video about it. Girl, you are panini pressed. Listen, I ain't never seen a woman that panini pressed. You are panini pressed, girl. You mad about something that got on that particular site. Girl, that site will give you so many views over there on your channel. You be like, ooh, I ain't know my video, my actual page could get this much clout and following. Bad publicity is sometimes just as good as good publicity. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, don't worry about that. Do what you do. That particular page that you talking about, they still gonna be there. They're gonna find their next victim. See, some people want to be on the actual sites and stuff like that. A lot of people want to make it to the shade room. They look for their next big break. You got yours, but you were mad because you put the content out there and people actually reposted it. That's all they did. That's all they did. I actually followed that actual post. I ain't gonna name drop because it ain't what I do over here. But anyway, don't be mad, Miss Peaches. Don't be mad. Do better. And your mama got over there on Facebook and basically like she finna windmill and whoop somebody. I was like, girl, why is you up here all up in your daughter's business? Your daughter drug you for Phil. Talking about how you was not a good mother to her and did the most, honey. She spoke on you so bad, I wanted to come into that device and whoop her myself. I mean, talked about you bad, but at the end of the day, you the only one was there when she actually had the baby. That's really what this stems from. She mad because Wood got there late. He came in there with that little smirk on his face. He probably was doing something he had no business to do. Then again, he probably just late. But girl, if the man wasn't there with you, we didn't even know that. He made a video then. That's how we knew. We weren't at the hospital. Didn't no little birdie tell us. You made a video when you got inside the truck with your brother them. You went and got pizza. You telling us about Wood then. Girl, Wood got a life. He got a life too, just outside of you. If you to the point that you mad because he didn't take the children somewhere, if that's really what it's about, you could have paid somebody to take them. You ain't got no brothers, no family, nobody could have dropped them kids off. Because you know you already pulled them out of school, you homeschool them. So therefore, the little money you spend on them, that's cool, but we didn't even know how much you spend on them. Just be thankful that you're able to spend that kind of money. Some folks can't send their children to camps and stuff like that. A lot of people can't do it. They wish they could. You are blessed in that aspect that you can do it. But see, you type person, you like to throw stuff in people's face. You like to flaunt your money and do the most. You sit up there taking all the money that you had got off the jury that you pawned and put it up to your ear. Just keep getting on the World Wide Web of doing stuff like that. Just keep doing that and see where it gets you. Not very far. It ain't. I'm the type of person where I always live by this particular code. If you got it, we gonna know it. You ain't got to flaunt it, baby. That's like a woman always telling me that her husband, all that he do this and he do that. Girl, if what he doing for you, we should be able to see it. You ain't got to open your mouth. I know you miserable over there with Wood. You're miserable. You realize you had all these children. So I can say children because that's what they is. I don't even say that, but I say children sometimes. But the correct way is children. You had all these children for Wood. You realizing that, you married to Wood, but it's a struggle. It's a struggle. You got all this money, but you still struggling. I ain't talking about financially. It's hard with all them children to be trying to give time and attention to all them kids. That's a lot of children, baby. See, if you're smart, you might want to take a step back from being a mother. And I ain't saying not being a mother, period. What I'm saying is taking a mental break and maybe stop having as many kids, girl. You basically got one that's still in diapers, and then you got one that's still, in other words, you got one in diaper, and you got one that's about ready to go to the pot. That's what we'll say. That's a lot. I don't know all the ages of your children because I ain't got that kind of time, and I really don't care. But girl, you got something on your hand, man. You really need to check your mentals. You need to start there. You can post 1,000 videos, but if your mental ain't right, what's the point? Your mental should be more important than a little checking of you. But your mind is about protecting your videos and baby, don't touch my videos. This gold, don't touch it. Don't you say nothing. If you say something, I'm gonna retaliate. I'm calling the peoples on you, and baby, I'm gonna get you in trouble. Girl, when you made that video, I laughed so hard I cried. I said, now how are we gonna make a video? Get mad telling folks that we actually retaliate on somebody. If you gonna call the peoples on the people, girl, do it. The people don't care about that. All they gonna do is get Instagram gonna either take it down or they ain't. And guess what? They're not. I just went over there to that page. That video still over there. Where it going? They ain't did that wrong. They reposted it. You shouldn't have put it out there. But you gonna stop clicking that little mouse or whatever it is you use to upload. You gonna quit doing that. And you gonna think next time before you upload something. You big mad. You gonna keep doing it until they take it down. Guess what, girl? They ain't. See, you were smart. You would have waited till somebody on YouTube did that. You might have could have got what you wanted, cried like a baby, and it might would have worked. But girl, that's Instagram. Instagram a whole nother animal. Sometimes it don't work on Facebook. Cause see, Facebook, they gotta look at it before they actually come to a decision. They ain't gonna just whack the video down just cause you said whack it down. No ma'am. So you got a narrative over there on Facebook. You think you running Facebook. But at the end of the day, you ain't running nothing over there but your mouth too. You just got a little following over there. But you notice that a lot of the stuff at Facebook don't pay like it used to. Because you can't keep nothing, you can't hold water. You be trying to pretend like you actually educating the people when you actually telling on yourself, showing us just how your money going down. That's how a lot of times I know we gonna get paid on Facebook because you tell it. Oh, we ain't get paid on Facebook. We ain't this, we ain't that. Girl, can we talk about something else? Can we talk about how you need to stop coming on the internet like you do sometimes? For to have all the money you have, I can't tell you. I can't tell. And whoever did your lace front need a tail whoop. Did you hear what I had said? Need a tail whoop. And you need your tail whoop for getting in their chair. All them bad braiders down there in that particular state where you got, they got some bad braiders in Florida. Some bad braiders down there. Braid your hair so good, you be like, girl, who did your hair? But see, you got all this money and you be letting the same girl do your hair. Sometimes she do it okay, but most times it be a flop. You be thinking as a little children say, cause see, I'm a grown woman. I'm 46 years old. The little children be saying, you think you 8, but you gonna be the 8 girl. You be looking a whole mess with that lace front. Get you some good quality hair and quit stunning on the Instagram and looking a fool. If you gonna stunt on the ground, you got to look the part. You spend all your money in your bags and then your little shoes every now and then. And then you think you fun because you got that little infinity truck. Girl, you know how many people down here where I say got infinity trucks? You ain't did nothing. Only thing difference between you and them, some of them might be financing theirs. You wouldn't have paid cash for yours. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't have told us that. We had to know how much you paid for the truck, how much you paid for the wood truck. Really what you mad about. Now if you had the chance, I think you'd take your truck back. What you gonna take the man truck back for? You don't want the man to have no transportation now? Girl, get your life. You need to go inside that little house that you got and be thankful first of all. And most important, you need to apologize to your actual followers, but guess what? You ain't gonna do that. Cause see, you the type of person you on a pedestal. You don't want nobody to knock you down from your pedestal. You think you gain this success by just being who you are. No, baby, it's people that actually are subscribed to you, rocking with you, and supporting you. But just keep that little thing flapping around in your mouth. In a minute, you're gonna be back at the struggle life. And I ain't saying that to be low down, cause you could be up today and down tomorrow. So you can windmill and cry and hoop and holler, but if you know what I know, you'll shut your mouth, keep putting out your videos, and keep raising your children. And pay attention to that baby. And most important, get your behind in the house before you have a setback. Did you hear what I said? A setback. Because I already know that you be listening to certain people chat, but I don't think you're gonna grace my chat. This ain't why I made the video. I made it because it had to be said. You have a setback. That's serious. You think this something to play with. You just had a baby. Somebody over there should have told you that. And then the fact you in and out everywhere, all over Florida, and then going breathing in that baby mouth face, that's not good, ma'am. That baby is in NICU. I don't know what's wrong with that little baby. I hope he pulls through and he has a full recovery. But girl, you not to the point that you thinking. You already putting yourself in danger, but you putting the baby in danger. Going out there doing what you do and breathing in that baby face like that. But ma'am, I have spent too much time on you. I ain't finna keep hooping and hollering about you. And I said what I said. I ain't taking none of it back. I do approve the message. Nobody ain't gonna check me. It is what it is. Keep doing what you do, and I'm just gonna sit back and wait for to see whether or not you gonna get a clue. And guess what? You not. But if you're smart, you gonna do like I said, and most importantly, you gonna love on that man. And girl, go home. Go home. I appreciate everybody that actually rocking with the channel. Those of you that actually still rocking with my first channel, I appreciate that too. I ain't forgot about my first channel. I created this channel for other reasons, but we don't need to get into that right now. But continue to support both channels. I don't do this for the money. I do it for the clicks and the views. I'm lying, just because it's something I like to do. But I appreciate everybody actually rocking with the channel. Those who actually been here from day one, I appreciate you. Those who are day ones, I appreciate you the most. Those that actually support the channel, you know who you are. Those who hate the channel, I appreciate you too. If you new here, subscribe, like, share, and leave me a comment. Until the next one, guys. Have a happy Saturday.